Yo, what's good, you guys? It's Boomer and Jared watching Bali Star. Today, we're just getting into Kai Cenat is saving rap careers. Now, this is by Hello Yassine, you know what I'm saying? And what he's talking about is, I guess, Kai Cenat previewing Drake's news track with Lil Yachty. And before, it used to be Academic that preview new Drake tracks. But now Kai taking over because he is the top streamer of the world. And everybody flocking to him, including Drake. Now, trying to get back on the map by any means, man. I just said this in the other video I just made, that like Drake referenced going to Kai Cenat in his diss song, that Kendrick called Push Ups. Going to Kai Cenat, man, you're not trying to start beef with us or some ish like that. But look who's going to Kai Cenat now. Man, let's get straight on into it, man. Let's go.
What's poppin', y'all? I ain't forget.
You ain't
I'm gonna
forget.
take you guys a couple of months
Not
in the
yet.
past after we briefly touch on this. So Kai Cenat was recently sent, while he was on stream, a
I
Lil
gotta watch that
Yachty
side
and
talk,
Drake
man.
track. Drake opens the track. It
I
seems
know
like a
them
Drake track with a Lil Yachty
AMP
feature
boys
on
went
it.
crazy.
Melodies type track. And Kai Cenat premiered this. The song still hasn't released. It was supposed to be a teaser, a leak. I don't know if Kai Cenat was supposed to play the whole thing, but he played damn near the whole thing. Yeah, it sounded like he played the whole thing. Oddly enough, he didn't send this to Academics, which I believe
I
he was
Academics
live
listened
at
to
the
it
same
on
time.
Kai's stream.
Because I remember seeing a clip on Twitter of Academics reacting to it, but maybe it was different. I think he had to be live at the same time. I've been going to sleep early, so I don't even know who's live and stuff. But when I woke up, the clip was out there. And when I went to bed, that clip didn't exist. So I'm guessing it happened in between those times. And yeah, so I don't know. Drake just seems to not want Academics to premiere this, which is odd. Maybe he wants the audience that Kai Cenat has, whereas Academics, I feel like, probably has
sense.
a bit of an older
A
audience, I'd say
minor.
25 plus.
I'm
And
kidding.
people have been saying the people that watch Academics are
Probably.
kids for 10 years. If they were 15 back then, they're 25 now. And this is probably the audience that Drake wants to temperature check. That's not the important part, though. The song is not a bad song. I don't think we needed
It's
Yachty
not.
on that song. Someone put out a comment. Which
I said
was
it in another video too. Like that song was a little bit of a bop. Out of all the songs he dropped post beef, that song, I rock with it a little bit.
very accurate and made me chuckle when they said, sounds like this song belongs on a Coi Leray album. I nearly spit out
I
my
saw
water
that
when
too.
I heard that.
I saw that too.
Legitimately, I'm not even
I didn't really
trying
get
to
it because I ain't really
exaggerate.
hear a song
Because
or
it sounds
music
like if
that.
you put Coi Leray on this instead of Lil Yachty, you might actually have a hit. I'm not even
Drake
trolling
fumbled.
when I say that. Coi Leray's voice with the Drake feature on that, the fusion could turn something like this into a hit. Now, do I think this song is a hit? I mean, off of hearing it the first time, no. It sounds like a standard Drake track of this style, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did perform that way. But the main point of this is, I think he wanted Kai because Kai's going to gas it more. Well, actually, Academics would probably gas the track more than Kai, because I would say he's a bigger fan. This is
Kai's just a bigger
funny
streamer.
because Kai Cenat was showing a lot of love to Kendrick Lamar, talking about quote-unquote loyalty, which shout out to Kai Cenat for that. I've always said I respect him for not being biased towards any artist and telling it like it is and giving his genuine opinion, even if that risks losing that relationship, because he doesn't need these guys. And
He doesn't.
I would say they need him
They
more
need
than he
him,
needs
yeah.
them. Does that mean that they need him? No, they don't. But he knows his value in the marketplace, which I have the utmost respect for. Circling this back, remember when, was it Push Ups that leaked? And Drake wasn't claiming the song. People were like, yo, this is a leaked track. This is the diss. And I was saying, I think Drake, me and a bunch of other people, we were saying that we think Drake leaked the track because he wanted to temperature. This is the
Let me see
diss.
something real quick. Oh, it says BBK on the shoulder.
And I
think,
was saying,
okay.
I think Drake, me and
I
a
said
bunch of
something
other
else.
people, we were saying that we think Drake leaked the track because he wanted to temperature check if people thought it was hot. And if people thought it was hot, then he would release the full thing and legitimately release it. And if they didn't think it
Temperature
was
check.
hot and they thought it was whack, he might just back off and say, nah, that was AI, that wasn't real, that was a scrap, whatever the case may be. And people were saying, nah, that's not true. Well, if that wasn't true, then why are we getting this right now with Cenat? If Drake believed in this song, he would just release it an hour later after Cenat. Maybe give it to him 10, 15 minutes before, release it the next day.
Did he release it?
Or release it today, which it might still
I'll
release today.
bump it.
And today, as I'm recording this, it's Thursday. Usually new songs release on Thursday. So if that happens,
Thursday night,
then I guess I am incorrect. But still, it doesn't change the fact that Drake leaked, quote unquote, or gave the song to somebody that could test it. And then he could see all the comments, he could see the reactions. Do people like this? Do people not like this? And then choose what to do after that. Does he pull it and not release it? Or does he push forward and release it? And this is very important because it goes to show that Drake is not as confident as people try to make him seem. Drake stands make it seem like, man, Drake's unbothered. He doesn't care. He's just doing his thing. Well, someone unbothered, to me, somebody that's unbothered is, I wouldn't even say Kendrick Lamar because people think I'm just putting these two together, but it's an artist that will just drop music because they believe in it. Playboi Carti, when he dropped Whole Lotta Red, that's unbothered. That guy dropped an album. He didn't really test the sound of that because At Me, I think, was the only song that I had heard prior, and people were really iffy about that. People hated it, Whole Lotta Red, his own fans, and then eventually they grew to love it. But that's somebody that's confident and doesn't need to test something. And he wasn't leaking stuff intentionally either. That's just an example without using Kendrick Lamar, of course. Pusha T is another individual that releases stuff. Most other artists are releasing stuff without teasing it like this or temperature checking. We're not even going to call it teasing. This is not teasing. This is temperature checking. I haven't really seen other artists employ this strategy. Should they? No. Because it also comes across as more commercial, which is one of the criticisms or disses that Kendrick Lamar had for Drake. Where if you need to know that other people are going to receive this song well and know for sure before you drop it, then this is kind of just like commerce instead of you just creating art and music and the commerce comes along with it. So that's a criticism that was made. Do I think it's smart by Drake? Yes. But do I think it looks good when it's continuously happening? No. And also Drake is on another song with Gordo that's supposed to release recently, formerly known as DJ Carnage. They worked together on Honestly Nevermind,
that's Gordo?
Which I was not too fond of as an album. I thought it was garbage. There were some songs on there that I messed with, but overall I didn't really like the album too much. So he's going to be on there, and then this song, is this a Yachty song? What's going on here? Drake hasn't let up after this beef. He's been on a couple of features. He's still teasing. He's trying to be active. When I think the best thing that Drake could have done is make people miss him. Like, where's Drake? What's he doing? Make questions about it. Build up suspense. And
make
he's
tracks
refusing to
and
do
then
that.
release the best ones.
He was on the Camila song
you thought you
recently
had.
as well. So I'm interested.
After suspense build up, taking time off, making people wonder. Was that like maybe 3 months in Drake time? And then drop your best track that you made throughout the 3 months.
To see what his thought process is with this. Of course, I'll never know. He'll never tell me. I ain't speaking to no Drake. Drake ain't speaking to me. Let's keep it a buck. So I am interested. I would love to know what the thought process behind that is. I guess we'll see as these songs come out.
But again,
because keep in mind,
he thinks he
Drake
doesn't want to be like Kendrick Lamar.
come out with a song of his own, where it's Drake dropped this track. He has been featured since the beef. So if Drake drops, I don't think Drake comes back with this, to be honest. I wouldn't. Is it a good song? Yes. But I think people are gassing it more than they should. Hey, maybe throw Coi Leray on there. And I really don't think we needed Lil Yachty on this. I just feel like Yachty's voice just doesn't fit songs like this.
I honestly thought it was Lil Yachty's
Keep in mind,
song
I'm not a Yachty
featuring
hater.
Drake.
I have shown Yachty love in the past.
Maybe
there are
Yachty
certain songs
and
that
Drake.
I like him on and certain songs that I do not like him
Because Yachty
on.
got two
This
verses
is one of the
on
songs
there.
I do not like him on. I think if he wrote this, gave it to someone else, we'd have a really solid song. But I will say that the comments where people are saying, oh, K-Dot kicked him out of hip-hop or kicked him out of rapping, he's just doing these melodies now. Or people saying, oh, Drake, I like Drake with the melodies. This song will be the song that keeps on giving for Drake haters. slash Kendrick stands, because you could pull out any one of these lyrics for any move that Drake ever does now. And when you win the beef, it kind of applies. It's kind of like back to back. Whenever Meek was doing something, they just pull out one of those lyrics, and it would fit the moment. And Drake's going to have to take that in jest. I think he's done a decent job of that with the fans, not so much the people within the industry, where we've seen alleged bannings of Not Like Us from venues. But let me know what you guys think about the song in the comments. Also, let me know what you think about Drake's confidence right now. Do you agree that he should have fell back for a while, or do you think that would have made him seem scared and defeated? It could have gone either way. Drop it in the comments, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoy.
Alright, you guys, so that was Hello Yassine. Cenat is saving rap careers, man. I done said everything I had to say throughout the video. Y'all let me know your thoughts about down in the comment section down below. If you made it this far, make sure to leave a like to support the video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. 100. Oh!
Yeah.